그리고
This is it, Stanley. Your
여기로
chance to
들어가면
redeem yourself, to put your work aside, to let her
괜히
back
문
into
열린데
your
가기
life.
싫은데.
She's been waiting.
야? 그녀? 야, 저거 너무 까맣다.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this, to reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
전 안 받으면 어떻게 되는데요? 안 받을래요. 놀랬잖아, 갑자기. 안 받아야지. 제 번호 아니고 번호 모르는 사람 받으면은 괜히 보이스피싱이고 사기 먹을지도 모른다고. 안 받을 거면.
As Stanley picked up the phone, a white light engulfed him, filling
전 안
him not just
받았는데?
with radiance, but with hope. Hope for a life reunited one. Wait. Oh goodness.
네,
Stanley, did you just
뽑아버렸는데요.
unplug the phone? No, that wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that? You
왜요?
actually chose incorrectly.
왜
I didn't
그게 안
even know
돼?
that
이거
was
이거
possible.
뽑으면 그만
Let me
전화도 안
double check.
오는구만.
No, it's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken.
뭐야, 전 안 받았어요, 안 받았어요. 무슨 소리? 코드 뽑았는데.
In, fade to white, roll credits. Not picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of
아니.
action. How is that even possible? None of these
어쩌라고.
decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on
네?
earth are you making meaningful choices?
왜 그러세요? 아니,
Wait a second. Did I just see? No, that's not possible. I
아니.
can't believe it. How had I not
너
noticed
뭐
it
그게
sooner? You're
중요한가?
not Stanley. You're a real person. I can't believe I was so mistaken.
전화 한
This
번
is
안
why
받은
you've
거
been
가지고
able to make
진짜
correct
사람
and incorrect
완전
choices. And to
진짜
think I've been letting you run
몰아가네.
around in this game for so long. If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you
겁내
completely
혼내잖아.
ignored even the most basic
게임 내에서
safety
겁내
protocol
혼나고
for
있고.
real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation?
어쩌라고.
Well, I won't have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real
왜?
world. Please observe this helpful instructional video.
Choice. It's
이
the
자식이, 이
best part
자식이.
of being a real person.
영상
But if used
혼내주는 건가?
incorrectly, can also be the most dangerous. For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical
있어.
real person named Stephen has a choice. He could spend years helping improve the quality of life for citizens of impoverished third world nations. Or he could systematically set fire to every orphan living in a 30-kilometer radius of his house. Which choice would you make? Remember that unlike here, the real
미안하지만
world makes
영어는
sense.
하나도 안
And at no
들리는
time should
걸
you make a
영어라고
choice
하는
that does
거는
not conform to rational
귀에 하나도
logic.
들어오지도
If you
않는
find yourself
걸.
speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back sack and crack."
잠시만요. 왜 그러세요, 저한테?
Excellent. Making choices on a regular basis is the best part to a healthy decision-making process.
내
Most
한글
medical
상황
professionals
뜨잖아.
recommend making at least 8 choices per day. Do you make more than 8? Less? And finally,
네?
if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful
중요한
and whether you'll
기억까지?
ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of
뭐라는
space,
거야.
your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant, and the feeling should subside. At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
뭐야 이게?
Welcome back. You may have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative
방이 좀
contradiction.
인테리어가
But
바뀌었잖아.
not to worry. Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have been. This way, please.
이제 이거 다시 전화 코드 꽂고 전화 못 받나 이거? 생각이 막 이게 일하다가 무슨 일이야 이게. 그냥 일하게 냅두라고. 와 이게 일하게 냅두라고. 다시 타요 저?
Now that we know your choices are meaningful, we can't have you jumping off the platform and
와. 으아 죽고 싶어요.
the story. The story would make no sense at all. We just need to get you home as soon as possible before the narrative contradiction gets any worse. Unfortunately, it seems this
안돼.
place isn't well equipped to deal with reality.
죽여줘. 때려요? 응? 딴 길로 새거 딴 길로. 에. 아 다시 가야 돼. 여기로 다시. 삥. 다시 회의방으로 가라고? 여기요?
Almost there. You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending. The story will have
왼쪽으로
resolution
가서
once again,
올바른-
and you'll be home free in the real world.
왼쪽으로 가라고요? 네? 여기 나가서 왼쪽으로 가라는 건가?
Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly
네.
and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine.
물씨
All
와
right.
이래라 저래라 완전
When
미쳤네
Stanley
진짜.
came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
야구르지 야구르지.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly,
싫어
hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
싫은데 여기 들어갈 건데. 키드 아 여기 안 되나요? 왼쪽 가라고 강요하잖아. 다시 나갔다 들어가야 되나요? 그렇지만 여기서 다시 또 여기 들어갈 거지로. 어? 더 화내주라, 더 빡쳐주라, 제발. 안 하네? 재미가 없군. 여기로? 아, 여기로 결국엔 가야 되잖아.
It's ruined. I can't believe after everything we talked about that my story, you've destroyed my work.
어쩌라고.
Why? For what? What did you get out of that? What did you think was so special about seeing the game
나한테 왜
undone?
그래요?
Left here like so much garbage. It's worthless now. And what am
분명하
I supposed to
되네.
do?
아니 장난 한번 친 거 가지고 정말.
Worth it? To know that
와.
my story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever, reliving its impossibility forever.
화내네.
I couldn't live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely? To willingly
네.
destroy all of my work? I don't know. What's
다시
the answer?
돌아가서.
What do I do? What do I do? What do I
알았어, 미안해.
No, I have to. I have to shut the game down. I have to. I have to.
와, 왜 이래 게임? 아, 왜 이래요? 왜 그러세요 저한테?
Oh, I'm here. I'm still here. Here in this pile of rubbish. With you. You. Who thought you were so clever. Now look where we are. My entire game is destroyed. It was the only thing in the world that was mine, and you've run it into the ground. What, did you think that would be funny?
미안해요.
You just
죄송해요.
had to see?
제가 잘못했어.
Let me impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley. He actually knows how to do what I tell him to. He understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it. That thought hadn't even occurred to
아니,
you,
장난
had it?
좀 친 거
That there's a
가지고.
world outside of you. You're a child. Oh, my story. If you'd just gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility.
어쩌라고? 그러면 문을 열어두지 말든가.
It would have been so perfect. I worked so hard on it. I tried so hard.
죄송해요.
Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door.
나중에 어차피 이렇게 갈 거면서 여기 그냥 가고 싶은데 어떡하지? 키드. 근데 너무 어쩔 건데 오른쪽 갈 거라고.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry.
미안해.
Exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
한 번 더. 아 근데 너무 무서운다. 갑자기 귀신 튀어나오는 거 아니겠지? 모르겠다. 정색하지 마세요. 아직 대사 안 나왔거든요. 정시현님 아직 대사 안 하셨거든요. 방금 잠깐 좀 노래가 끊기기 좀 살짝 무서웠는데.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry.
미안해. 제발 그러지 마.
Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the
근데 이거
story
대사가
first.
좀씩 짧아진다.
I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task.
흥미진진하다.
Just follow my
이건
lead and you'll
게임이
be fine. All right.
한 번만
When
더
Stanley came
가본다.
to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
한 번만 더 가자.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry.
네.
Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing
끝인갑다.
responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just
다시.
follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right.
놀러 가봐야겠다.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
네, 시시하다. 에휴 정말.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his
답을
boss's
찾을 수
office, hoping he might
거라고?
find an answer there.
내려가면 아까 전 엔딩이 그거 무한 쯔끄음이어서 일단 올라가고.
Coming to a staircase,
뭐야, 이거
Stanley walked
없어졌네?
upstairs to his boss's office.
그럼 위에도 좀 스토리가 달라졌을 것 같은데? 사장실. 뭐지? 사장님 방이 좀 바뀐 것 같은데 아까랑?
Stepping inside his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, until he saw the door with a voice receiver next to it. Surely behind this door lay all the answers to his questions. And beyond all probability, he knew the passcode. He had seen it on his boss's computer just last week. Night Shark 115. Was this the code to open the door? Would it still work? There was only one way to find out. Stanley had been trained never to speak up, but now he would draw from within himself the courage to face the unknown. He drew a sharp breath and then spoke the code.
내가 말하라고? 제가 영어로 나이트 쉐어 몇 번이었지?
Stanley spoke the code. Night Shark 115. He spoke it into the receiver right there on the wall.
나이트 셔크 115. 나이트 셔크 115.
I'm sorry, is there a problem? You didn't mishear me, did you? Please speak the code into the receiver. Otherwise we can't get on with the story. This is a crucial step.
나이트 쇼크
Okay,
뭐
fine. You're not gonna.
아니
do
이거
it. You
있잖아요.
know what? It's pretty humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you have better things to do. I asked you for this one single thing, for your respect. The kind of respect Stanley shows for his choices. He knows what it means to take a story seriously. If you didn't want to see what I had to show you, then why did you come here?
뭐라면서요?
You could have gone through the door on the
오른쪽으로
right.
가면은
You could have
여기로
done whatever the
오라면서요.
hell
왜
you wanted
그러냐고
over there.
저한테.
Why did
왜
you come this way?
그러세요?
Speak. Say something to me. Explain yourself, you coward.
왜 그래 나한테?
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
나다.
Stanley? Hello? Are you... Is everything okay? Stanley, please. I need you to make a choice.
에?
I need you to walk through the door. Are you
Eh?
listening to me? Can you hear me?
이게 뭐야?
Is everything all right? Stanley, this is important. The story needs you. It needs you to make a decision. It cannot exist without you. Do you understand me? Whatever choice you make is just fine. They're both correct. You cannot be wrong here. We can work together. I'll accept
뭔 소리야,
whatever
이게?
you do. I simply need you to take
이게
that
엔딩이라고?
step forward, please. Choose. Do something.
제가 진엔딩 한 거라고요?
This is more important than you
리오.
ever know.
와 경기면 엔딩을 진짜
The
봤던
story needs
거임.
it. So, you hear me? Are you there? You listening to this? Stanley, are you there?
왜요?
Okay. It's okay. I can
왜?
wait. You need time to decide.
근데 왜 나 위에
Time to
있지?
make sure your choice is correct. That
이제
is the best choice.
3인칭 전지적 작가 시점인가?
That's all right. I'll wait for you to decide what's the right thing to do. Take as much time as you need.
내가 저 캐릭터였구만. 아, 뭐야 끊겼어. 뭐지? 엔딩 재밌는 게 많다고 완전 무서운데? 또 하라고?
All of his co-workers were gone.
너!
Stanley decided to go to the
나도
meeting
몰라
room.
어디
Perhaps he had
있는지.
simply missed a memo.
너 시키는 거 반대로 다 했는데.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he
근데
entered the
일단
door
여기서
on his
아까 전에
left.
오른쪽으로 갔었거든요.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
내려가는 거 말고 올라가자고요?
Standing now in this incredible room,
일단 올라가
Stanley,
보자,
for the
그럼.
first but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the
여기서
first
일단-
open door on his left.
저 한 3개 정도 엔딩 봤는데 첫 번째는 그냥 탈출하는 엔딩이었고
Stanley was so bad at
아,
following
맞아.
directions,
전화를
it's
받아보자.
incredible
그래,
it
아까
wasn't
전에.
5 years ago.
전화를 받아보는 거임.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the
그리고
wrong
두 번째
foot.
엔딩은 뭐
I'm not your
봤냐면
enemy, really, I'm not. I
두
realize that
번째는
investing your trust in
뭔
someone else
엔딩이었지?
can be difficult, but the
아,
fact
맞다.
is that the
마지막에
story has
무한히
been about
쯔끄이옴이라
nothing but you all
세 번째
this time.
엔딩은 추락사. 그 다음에 방금 진 엔딩인 게 뭔지
Someone
그거
you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me.
그러네. 다리로 떨어질 수도 있네.
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem
아, 저기로
yourself,
떨어져 볼
to put
걸.
your work aside, to let her
그러네.
back into your
저기도
life.
있었네.
She's been
일단 전화를 한번
waiting.
받아보자. 아, 여기서 깜짝 놀랄 수 있으니까. 여기서 해. 당장 받아.
That's
당장 받아.
her, Stan.
당장 받아. 이거 뭐야?
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven.
나 갇혔는데?
All right. Okay, there
몸매
we go.
무서워.
All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your
와!
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually... They want to commit their life to you. I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside.
누구세요?
Let me show you what's really going on here.
누구세요?
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
이?
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He
뭐야?
has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
누구시? 이분은? 8이요? 9번. 안 돼요. 7번! 6번! 아, 결국엔 8번 눌러야
Look at him there,
되잖아.
pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's
네.
eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel
뭐지?
sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
여기 방금 Z.
But in his mind,
뭐가 바뀐 거지?
in his mind, he can go on fantastic adventures.
뭐가 바뀐
From
거야?
behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries
네.
of new lands. It was
와,
wonderful.
대단하다.
And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
네. TV를 보려면
And so he began to fantasize
어디
about
있어?
his own job.
어?
First,
TV가
he imagined
사라졌는데?
that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building
TV가
had suddenly
사라지고.
vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly.
나 아이 없는데? 와이프도
So
없다면서요.
he went further.
시계?
He imagined that he came to two open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind
뭐지?
each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean
뭐가
something
바뀐
was
거야,
almost too
방금은?
wonderful to behold.
큐. 저녁을 차린다.
As he wandered through this fantasy world,
알고 보니까
he
회사였던
began to fill it with
거이.
many possible paths and destinations.
왜?
Down one path lay an
한쪽
enormous
길을 따라
round room
내려가면.
with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called
애기?
it the Stanley Parable.
제이.
It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it
뭐가 바뀐 거야, 이거
again,
대체?
and then again, and
아닌데?
again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free.
네.
Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
제이.
But there is no answer.
회사였어.
How could there possibly
안 돼!
In
내
reality,
테이블이잖아,
all he's doing
여기.
is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed.
너,
The longer he spends
내
here, the
와이프,
more
내 아이,
invested he gets.
내 가족은
the
다
more he forgets which
환상이었어.
life is the real one.
엔.
And I'm trying to tell him this. That in this world he can never be anything but an observer. That as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen
멈추지
to me.
않는다고.
He won't stop. Here, watch this.
네.
Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
티 누르라는데? 누르지 마. 알겠어. 안 누른다. 안 누른다. 사라져라. 빨리, 빨리 사라져라. 누르지 말라고 했다. 누르지 말라고 했다. 그만 나와라. 누르지 말라고 시켰다. 진짜 오지게 전부한다, 진짜로. 아, 지금 싫어.
You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains
아니.
he's electing to kill
그게
himself?
아니라 제가
How can I get
누르지
him to see
말라고
what I
했는데.
see? How can I make him look at himself?
누르지 말라는데 누르지 않으면 진행이 안 되잖아요,
Suppose
이
I can't, not in
아저씨야.
the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try
근데
once
여기
more
내
to convey
일하는
this to
일터잖아.
him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see.
이번에는
Maybe this time. And I tried again.
어떻게 죽어요?
Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again. And
어떻게
Stanley
죽으라는
pushed a
거죠?
button. And I tried.
나 안 눌렀는데? 왜 그래 나한테? 왜 그래? 끝이야? 끝이야? 아니 이게 뭔 게임이야? 씨, 이게 뭐하는 짓이야? 왜 나한테 왜 그래? 제발. 왜 그러시는 거예요?
A soft wind blew outside and perhaps rain started. And if it did, it stopped
다른
shortly
의미?
after. Stanley hoped that he would one day see weather.
그럼 이번에 사장님 댁으로 한번 가보자.
When
일단
Stanley
여기로
came to a set
들어가면
of two open doors, he
네.
entered the door on his left.
일단은
Yet there was
사장님실에
not a single
들어가서
person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Hoping he might come into a staircase,
여기까지
Stanley
말
walked
듣지만
upstairs to his boss's office.
여기서 방이 2개 있었다고 했었는데. 뭐야 문이 열리네? 잠깐 문이 다시 닫혔잖아. 여기 사장님 때 다르고. 엘리베이터. 더 올라가는 엘리베이터가 있단 말이야? 오. 와, 사장님실 진짜 좋다. 엘리베이터도 단독으로 쓰시고. 너 뭐야? 뭐야, 여기 아까 전에 거긴데? 내려가는 층. 내려가자. 뭐지? 내려가기로 눌렀는데? 리오. 지금. 이게 뭐야? 이게 다야? 뭐야? 한 번만 더 타보고. 아, 이게 뭐야? 메모장 죽나? 아닌데? 뭐야? 나 안 눌렀는데? 이게 뭐야? 다 누른 거 다 싹다. 아니야, 아직 안 눌렀어요. 아이씨, 뭐지? 뭐야 이게? 여기로 가볼까? 화장실이네? 오, 화장실 너무 좋고? 화장실. 이 뭐야? 뭔지 알려줘야지. 아닌가? 너무 무서운 거.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean?
네.
Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly
근데
tearing
분명히
through
여기서
papers
아까
on
전
the
그
boss's
버튼
desk,
누르라 했는데.
pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his
No.
situation. But his attention was caught by a keypad
키패드?
behind the boss's desk. What could its
키패드?
purpose be? In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay
2845.
buried below his feet. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret pin number, 2845.
4.
But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
2845.
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped
아까도
into
여기가
the
이렇게
newly opened
열렸었던가?
passageway.
그리고 이번에 나가볼까? 안돼! 안 나가져오잖아. 아까 여기 왔던 길인데? 히츄! 히츄! 뭐야? 너. 어이씨 뭐지 이게? 아니요, 다는 못 볼걸요.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind
아,
Control
제가 아까 전에 여기를
Facility.
들어갔지만 이번엔 여기를 들어갑니다.
Although this
예.
passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall,
안돼, 스포하지마. 내 인생에 스포하지마. 거짓말. 잔인한 죽음이라고? 죽는다.
But of course,
그렇다면은.
Stanley thought better of it and realized he simply had too
그럼요.
much to live for.
그럼요. 죽고 싶진 않거든요. 잔인한 죽음이라뇨. 말도 안 됩니다.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens.
왜 스포를
What
하십니까?
horrible secret did
그러니까.
this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
딱 봐도 구라인 것 같다고? 안돼, 문 닫혔잖아 뭐. 아, 이제 못 가. 이제 못 간다고. 사실 쫄았습니다. 사실 쫄았습니다.
빗줄.
헤헤. CCTV지
Now the
너.
monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers.
와.
The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on the screen. And
무시해.
Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
아, 이번엔 좀 뭔가 다르게 하고 싶은데 아까랑 다르게. 요거
This
엘리베이터.
mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true.
이건 사실일 리
Had Stanley
없어.
been under someone's control all this time? Was this the
엘리베이터
only
온다.
reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated
아,
to
저기 그냥
accept
들어갈
it
걸
blindly?
그랬나? 아, 궁금하다. 잔인한 죽음? 근데 진짜 사실상
No.
그냥 겁만 주는 거지.
He refused
와우,
to
용감한
believe it.
당신.
He couldn't
사실은
accept
잔인한
it.
죽음이
His
아니라
own life in someone else's control
행복한 엔딩을
would
맞아줬던
never.
엔딩이었던
It was
거임
unthinkable.
하면서.
Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly
아, 그냥 저기로
blind
가볼
to
걸
the
아까 전에.
world? But here was the proof.
여기서
The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions.
여기는 안 올라가 봤던
Or
거
sad. Or
같은데.
content. Walking, eating, working.
여기서.
All of it monitored and commanded
Oh.
from this very place. And as the
Oh.
cold reality of his
4번.
past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again
4번.
exert its terrible power
4번.
over another human life. For
감사도.
he would dismantle the
빅스
controls
엄청
once
재밌게 하네.
and for
억텐은
all.
아니지.
네, 어떤 거요? 옥텐이요? 아니에요, 언니예요. 아닌데, 재밌는데. 뭐지? 아, 여기서 뭔가 이거 다른 1 2 아, 1, 2, 3, 4 번대로 누르는 건가 혹시? 3번 어디 있지? 3번 3번 저건가? 3번이 왜 안 보일까? 3번이 보여야 되는데 이거 3번 이건가? 안 열리고 3번이 없는데 이거? 3번 누르고 4번 서순대로 이거 눌러보고 싶은데 이러시면 곤란한 부분입니다. 3번이 안 보이네. 원래 없는 건가 봐. 없는 건가 봐요. 지금 파 1, 2, 3, 4 이게 아닌가? 3번? 찾았다. 잠시만. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 이렇게 눌러봐야겠다. 1, 2 그 다음에 저쪽에 있는 거 3번 눌러주고 3번 그 다음에 위 4번까지 누르고 5번. 오, 좀 뭔가 엔딩이 달라질 것 같아 이번에. 4번 그 다음에 5번까지 5번까지 저기. 오, 여기 5번. 뭐야? 이게 다야? 거짓말! 그럴 리가 없어. 그치 같은 진짜? 아닌가? 저거 뭔가 빨개진 것 같은데 원래 빨갰던가? 뭐야 이게? 이게 뭐야 이게? 밑으로 한번 내려가 볼까? 여긴 아닌데? 아이씨, 들어가 봐야 되나? 여기 들어가면 다시 못 들어오는데. 그리고
And when at last he found the source of the room's
여기서
power, he knew it was his duty.
여기서
his
오를 누르면
Oh, Stanley. You
네.
didn't just activate the controls, did you?
누른 거
After they
맞는데.
kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control? Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that
나한테
machine
왜
can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll
겁나
find this
혼나네
urgent.
진짜로.
Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated,
겁나 한숨 쉬고 지가 잘난 것 마냥 얘기하네.
detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say 2 minutes.
2분?
Now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley?
헐.
It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story
설마 그
now.
폭탄이
Shape
이젠가
it to
봐.
your heart's desires.
기다려봐.
Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it.
지금 이거다. 2번 도전을
Until
누르는
the
거야.
bomb goes off. But
오.
what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me,
라라라라라라라라.
where we're going.
빨리
What all
눌러보자.
this means, I barely know where to start.
뭐야?
What's that?
1,
You'd like to know where your co-workers are?
2,
A moment of solace before you're
Really?
obliterated? All right, I'm in a good mood.
Really?
You're gonna die anyway.
3번.
I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I
How?
erased them. I turned
이거
off the
뭐,
machine.
이거-
I set you free.
13초.
Of course, that was merely in this instance of the
2,
story.
3.
Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone
5번까지.
inside, or I let it burn
저
to a
5번 누르면 좀 뭔가
I say
달라질
this,
것
though,
같단
This version of
말이지.
events has been rather amusing. Watching you try
아,
to make
잠시만요.
sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to say it, but I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it.
삭제하라고요?
I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not? These
요건가?
are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees.
어?
Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley?
보통
Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just
이게 시간이 늘려지는 거였어.
that something
잠깐만.
in this room is capable of turning
뭐지? 뭘 해야 되는 거지 내가 대체?
running from button to button, screen to screen,
뭐야,
clicking
뭐야,
on
뭐야.
every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones, or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will
이게
save
날
you.
살려주네.
Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is? Stanley,
또 누르면 살 수 있는 거
you're in
아니야?
for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To
저거
see
보라색.
you made humble. This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy. You wanted to
파란색?
control this world,
나.
that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so
노란색?
you can't. Take a look at the clock, Stan.
무서워.
That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30
어떻게 어떻게?
seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here. Just you being blown to pieces.
어디로 가야 돼?
Cling desperately to your frail life. Or will you let it go peacefully?
안돼 문 닫혔어.
Oh, don't. It's all the same to me. 나
나
And believe me,
죽는다.
I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we
싸움
fade in
좀
until the moment I
아!
clear up.
안돼. 문 열었는데 너 그지 같은. 너무해. 왜 나 자꾸 죽이는 건데?
아니 핍스 이 게임은 나레이션이 80%인 게임인데 나레이션을 안 읽으면 어떻게
순간
키읔키읔키읔키읔키읔
순간 당황해서 나레이션 이거 보고 나발이고 눈에 안 들어가가지고
What could it mean?
무서웠단
Stanley
말이에요.
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
아니야 잔인한 죽음 너무 잔인할 것 같고
No matter how hard Stan
오늘은 여기까지 할래요. 오늘은 여기까지 하도록 하겠습니다. 여기 게임이 엔딩이 여러 가지 다양하게 있었다고 했는데 정말 다양하게 있었네요. 그리고 진행님도 본 것 같고 이번 게임은 정말 알차게 했다. 다행이다. 네, 오늘 여기까지 스탠리패러블은 여기까지 하도록 하겠습니다. 그럼